I just learned something about how Samsung does things that I like Google better. I like the Pixel better. I liked my Google Pixel 6. I love my Google Pixel 6. The phone, so bad, it had to be arrested twice. That's my phone. That's my sweetie's phone. Okay. I originally bought that phone for her. It was for her. I was going to get it because at the time I thought, oh, this is a mistake. Shit, they'll clear this up soon. Fucking almost 4 fucking years later, I've seen her twice. And the second time she was a baby pigeon. Thanks, sweetie. If you want to see the baby pigeon, you can't. I whipped up, I said, oh my God, hi, sweetie. She was a baby pigeon. Like, little fucking everything. She walked up to me, never mind. Point is, strength of purity and discipline of purpose makes my life possible, as well as several glaring loopholes in the CSA 1974. Like, seriously, you faggots in Congress, you need to haul their asses up, get them to confess to the ombudsman on camera, live TV, fuck CNN, every fucking channel, get these bastards up there, fucking have them tell the fucking story, tears running down their face, everything, make them say that they're sorry over and over and over, and then don't actually cane them, but have a guy who looks like that guy. Do you know how they used to cane people in Congress? It used to be legal. Shit, it used to be your duty. You'd get a piece of wood, and you'd have to talk to the sergeant of the arms, and you have to say, "Hey, is my cane the right size?" And he'd look at it, and he'd be like, "Okay, yeah, you can beat the shit out of a senator with that one." And then the senator would be doing his blah 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 blah. You need to get his blah, blah. And then it was legal for somebody who disagreed to waltz into Congress and beat the shit out of the senator. Yeah, they eventually stopped that practice after one senator died. Too soon. More people should have the shit beat out of them. That's what used to make this country great. You could, free speech, and you're free to accept the consequences of that speech. That was the genius of the American Revolution, as well as the centerpiece of constitutional republic. The reason why the U.S. Constitution is great is because it's got checks and balances. And if some asshole gets up and gets a job and gets a Congress, whatever, he gets a badge, he gets a fucking budget, and he's got a nice suit and a powdered wig and an earwig and another wig for his earwig, and he's got all this shit going on, and he's going like, I do declare, blah, 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 blah. And he rips off the country for shitloads of money. Yeah, he should have the shit beat out of him. They don't do it that way anymore. Now they just blow up his coke boats, which might be better. Thank you, President Trump. Might be better blowing up their coke boats, but I'm not at that level of reality. I don't actually know. I'm here at a park that is famous in Seattle. I'm not. Look at it. See, you can tell I'm in Seattle. I'm next to a space ashtray. Right? It reminds me. Wait. Speaking of ashtrays, see how I cigarette going? Hang on. I love this. Kids, don't try this at home. Make sure you go outside. Where are they? Oh my God! I need another cigarette. I'm feeding. I got a monkey on my mouth. Hang on. Okay. Yeah. Chain smoking. I'm only chain smoking just this is, when was the last time I chain smoked? Like the other time I chain smoked was sometime in the 90s, right? They call it chain smoking because you use the same fire. Observe. I littered too. Right on. Now I'm authentic. The route of administration, super important. Mega Man, not so important, but it's a good story. Do you know the story of Mega Man? Let's not go too far off. I'm chain smoking. And let me tell you, I don't know how many of you have ever chain smoked, but if you haven't tried it, well, you probably got one of these. A geek bar. What kind of a bar do geeks go to? Well, smells like adolescent flop sweat. Nobody gets laid, ever. When they try, everyone laughs. And even though they're laughing, they're miserable. And they wish someone would come and cane them to death and take them out of their misery. Now, I'm going to use the geek bar later. Because I actually, as much as I love smoking. Oh my God, hi, wait. Oh, stop smoking. Oh, God, that is so cute. Sweetie, I'm not smoking. I'm ingesting drugs. And baby, business is fucking booming. Now, I will stop ingesting drugs right before I wash my hands, and then give you a screaming orgasm like in that movie with Ellen Barkin and Dennis Quaid. Remember that one? Oh, fuck, that was hot. How many times did I masturbate that one? That's pretty young. Ellen Barkin. Barkin. Not bacon. Barkin. Ellen Barkin. Oh, she played Penny in the Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. She was the woman that Buckaroo couldn't find and loved and could never catch up to because she was in another dimension. He had to. Never mind. Like I can explain the whole thing to you. Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Nancy. No, I'm going to keep smoking. Although, if you mean meth, I have stopped smoking meth. I have. Now I know that's important, and I know that I was told to do that. Oh, fucking 90 or 99 times by a whole assortment of fucking clowns in fucking human suits. Stop smoking meth. Stop. Okay, well, yeah. When I fucking feel like it, bitch. Unless you want to ID, eye contact, explanation, order, written, warrant. You better have a goddamn good reason for interrupting my First Amendment. Because these days, whether you like it or not, ha 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 ha, taking drugs is free expression in this United States of America by goddamn law. United States Supreme Court, law of the land. The entheogenic use of entheogenic substances is protected free expression. That means you can't just walk up to somebody and tell them to stop taking drugs unless you want to fucking lose your fucking job, or you're just some citizen, who feels like using your freedom of speech, who feels like using your freedom of speech right to impinge someone else's. Hi, dogs. Oh, look, that's such a cutie. Oh, look, hang on. See that one? Oh, look at that corgi. Oh, she had to drag him away. He was on his ass, and like all four paws were out, and she's like dragging him across the concrete. I can hear the fucking nails scratching on the cement because the dog was like wanting to go. Oh shit, that's Jackstar. That corgi. That might have been Myrtle. Is that Myrtle? No, it's not Myrtle. Hi, Myrtle. I love you, Myrtle. I think that's Myrtle's sister. I don't know how many of you know what happened to Myrtle. It was the fucking saddest fucking thing. It was awful. It was hit. Did you know dogs can get hit? Yeah. Some people, when they die, they go to heaven. And when they get there and discover that, wow, all the fucking total fucking lesbian whores go there too, wheels begin to turn in the mind of the obvious person. Hang on. Thank you, God. I love... Oh, shit, you can't hear me. Oh, you can't hear me. Nancy, Bill. Hi, Bill. Bill, I do believe Jesus. He tells me that he's my friend and he doesn't want to come here. He's afraid of getting hung from a tree again. I don't fucking blame him. This fucking planet is fucking nuts. Stop smoking. No. I'm ingesting combusted particles after lighting them on fire. So, can you reform your commandments, sir? Honestly. Don't give me this fucking metaphor shit, okay? For one thing, if you're talking about meth, okay, well, I'm not smoking meth. I'm obviously not smoking meth. You want to sit here and wait for a while? Shit, seriously, I got feds crawling on my ass from fucking coast to coast in this fucking town. I've recognized, like 20. Feds have little, they have little Fed Oompa Loompas. God love you, DEA. You're so fucking stupid. They've papered the fucking walls with descriptions of the man with the new formula. Hi. I don't even think Ty has a new formula. They probably fucking took out two of his fingernails and half of his scrot and said, "Tell us the new formula." And he's like, "What? I already did." Yeah, shit. Oh, by the way, the new formula is awesome. And until I showed up, y'all had a pretty good fucking time, didn't you, with that new formula? Okay, well, fuck you. Everyone gets it, not just you. You don't get to hold out. That's not the deal. I didn't know there were so many rules until I discovered, Jack, I need to lose weight. Fuck, she still hasn't lost weight. She's still getting tanked on by a bunch of fucking clandos that are following her. I bet each of them weighs 300 pounds of all the fucking gear they're carrying, which is, 99% ammo and 1% gun. Jesus. See, now, okay. Good. Okay. Now, the main reason why I'm smoking is to piss off my sweetie. Hi, sweetie. See, look, I get to smoke. I get to smoke. And when I put it out and I decide that I'm done smoking, I get to not experience cravings. Do you know why? Well, it's not because I broke the law using highly classified research materials in direct violation of FDA standards. I didn't lie to a succession of doctors and get 5 boxes of varenicline and mix them with LSD. I didn't do that. No, I did them sequentially. I didn't combine them. I just did them in order, the right order, because I decided I don't like being addicted to things. I like having choice. I'm pro-choice on drugs. I'm pro-choice on babies too, but that generally means that I risk it. I happen to like to come in women. I don't know if you've ever had spectacular orgiastic sex and then cum your brains out inside a woman and leave your semen inside her. Have you ever been waiting for a bus with a woman and then had her say, "Some of your cum just released out of my coos and then dripped down my leg"? Have you ever had that experience? Once was enough. I don't want to repeat. I don't need to repeat it. I mean, because I didn't try to. I didn't try to load her with so much of my cum that it dripped down her leg. However, the lemon song is a good one. Anyway, God, that was a great moment. And then, like a few weeks later, her handlers sent her up to fucking Alaska to go be a pole dancer, and when she came back, she was never the same. A little sad. Then she got trafficked and used as a brood whore. No, broodmare, excuse me. And then she wasn't a brood whore, because brood whore gets paid at least. Oh, I got zero watchers now. Sorry. Is this too much information? Well, too fucking bad. It's probably too many cigarettes too. You're sorry. Oh, Bill, I know you are, but you're not sorry enough because you didn't fucking punctuate. How long were you smoking on meth? I've never smoked on meth. I smoke on earth. Next question. Before you could stop. I could stop anytime. Oh, do you mean the time when I got given that Moorish compound and I deliberately crawled around my bedroom floor on my hands and knees looking for more? Because I thought that would be funny, because I knew the room was under surveillance and I wanted to give you, fuck you. I wanted to give you all the best possible fucking message. What year was that? That was 20. Yeah, I think it was spring of 2021. Yeah, that Moorish meth is pretty lame. Yeah, gee, I wonder how you make that. Here's a hint: they make it out of the real thing into something that's shit, and then they give it to people and say, "This is it." No, it's not it. It's fucking poisoned. Poison. Because anything that makes a person go, "I need more," that's probably not what it's supposed to do. Probably not. Until it is what it's supposed to do, and then they give that to people so that they'll be more interesting to watch from their fucking surveillance satellite when they want to find out where the meth is coming from. Because believe me, dudes who live in satellites who want more meth, they pretty much have to follow people with their little eyeballs to find out where the meth comes from. And then they still don't find it. They don't care. They're trapped in a satellite around the Earth in low Earth orbit, LEO. They're LEOs trapped in a satellite, and all they can do is surveil with a telescope and look at people who are finding meth and then figure out where the meth is. And then they can beam down. Imagine being that fucking addicted. You got a starship and all you can do with it is to scan for life forms on meth and then follow them to their fucking meth hole. And then when you get there, it's never there. Damn! Captain Picard must be enraged. Engage. Okay. I don't know what I'm even watching, but tell me some cool story. I will. YBNBT. YBNBT. Oh my God, is that Tamara living next door to my house? Oh my God. I miss you a lot. Okay, so good news is, listen, before you get too pissed off, I'm pretty sure we're on the same planet. Pretty sure. I'm also absolutely certain that by the time I get from where I am, the last place I saw Jenny Crum alive, yeah, more on that later. By the time I get down to wherever you are, you're still not going to want my dick, but you're not going to be any more interested in pretending that you want it in order to get some more meth than you are right now, which is to say 0, all right? Like, I get it. I do get it. It doesn't have to be explained to me. I don't have to tell you your own story back to you. You will be embarrassed. You already are. I don't care. I'm in public. I'm speaking in normal volume. Dudes are wandering around with cell phones. They can hear everything I'm saying. They all think it's fucking Well, they would call it sedition, but since they're from a foreign land coming to America looking for the streets paved in meth, they can't really accuse me of being a rabble rouser. What they can't accuse me of being a total fucking dick, because I am. Hello, sir. How are you? Yeah, I got a guy in front of me. He's cool. Yeah, he's really cool. I mean, I'm not gonna make fun of him at all.
Terminator.
It's my friend. Hey.
Say it.
Terminator? Oh, excuse me.
Say Terminator.
Fuck you, asshole. See you later, bro.
Fuck
I'm not gonna show a picture of. No. I'm not gonna show a picture of it. That's not cool. That's a.
Fuck you, asshole.
Yeah, he is a fucking badass man. I'm not gonna tell you who. I'll tell you later.
I ain't heard.
I bet it fucking does, dude. Don't stay away from the fence. Jesus Lord. So I'm one of the rare people in the world who's not addicted to fentanyl, not addicted to meth, knows the fucking difference. Doesn't really like coca. I mean, yeah, sure, good coca, sure, yeah. Okay, show me. I don't care. I'm like, if I want good coca, I'll fucking fly to Bogota and get my own goddamn radiator. Okay. Most people are not like this. Most people don't even know the difference. Most people who do are on planes to Bogota right now, and then they're not taking a boat back. No. Like this whole drug cycle is fucked off. It is just fucking stupid. And I thought it was stupid before. That's why I became an ordained minister, so I didn't have to put up with it. And for years that was perfect. And then COVID happened. COVID was fucked up. People I hadn't seen before in years were suddenly calling me, inviting me to midnight rendezvous at donut shops because they were fucked and they didn't know why. And I was the only person around, and it was COVID. Yeah, and during COVID, hi, I'm clergy. Not only could I drive anywhere, I could park anywhere, not just because I had creds, but because fucking people were, what the fuck did they tell everybody to make you, anyway, for whatever reason, during the lockdown, I already was locked down since public school. I didn't have to lock, I didn't have to. I drove past roadblocks and everything. They didn't care. Number one, they wanted me to lead them to more meth. Number two, they probably figured that I was gonna get some because there was no one else around. And they had no legal right to stop me, but they had every legal right to follow me around. And then after I would leave places, they probably fucking froze it in amber and took it to the moons of Jupiter to fucking analyze where the fucking meth came from. Because when fallen angels come to Earth and they get one taste of the real thing, and then they get laid, and then their partner disappears in a puff of logic, and they're like, how do I do that again? They're fucking fallen angels. What do? I don't know. Turn into Denzel Washington and get a fucking jet plane, I guess. That was COVID for me. Now, I wasn't sure what was going on at all. Here it is, 2025. I'm still not sure of much, except there's a bunch of people who are looking for the new formula. Yeah, I bet you fucking are, you fucking reject fucking chunkies. Holy shit. Maybe you should have been nicer to me. Maybe you should have been, because I definitely could tell you everything you want to know right now. But by law, you can't ask me. And by common courtesy, if you do ask me, I can either turn you in and laugh at you, or I can just laugh at you, or I could pretend to help you and tell you a bullshit story and then turn you in, or I can tell you everything I know, you still won't find it, and I can either turn you in or not, or I can laugh at you or not. But let me tell you, I'm gonna fucking laugh at you. Hang on. Yeah, that's what happens when you get addicted to shit and you use it without permission. Don't do that. The divine will not be mocked. And in spite of Jim Henson dying of pancreatic cancer, thank you, Papa. In spite of that, being the only way he and Patrick Swayze could consummate their forbidden love in a chapel, given that one was a Satanist and the other one was a puppet master. The answer of which one was which will surprise you. But yeah, I'm sure they had each other's hands up each other's ass at one point. Nobody understood the connection there. Nobody understood Roadhouse. Some people did, but when they did, I mean, it's not a story you can really tell. Plus, to laugh at somebody dying of pancreatic cancer Not many people have the ability to do that. Hang on a second. Not only can I laugh at that, that's not even a fake laugh. I think it's funny. And it's not even a funny joke unless you know that I'm a person who used to be a 7-year-old boy who was mugged by a kid twice his age with a switchblade in the stomach looking for more meth while on meth to see if I was trying to rape his sister. I'm 7. I'm 7 years old. He suspects me of raping his sister. Public school. That's what it'll do to you. You're giving me cancer. Jay Vegas guy. I am not giving you cancer. No, I'm not. I'm giving you hell. And it stops with you. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. Not everybody. Rusty Lolo. Listen, every single fucking one of you I care for, but Rusty I really like. Well, okay, excuse me. That's Randy. Hi, Randy. I like Randy. I remember when he was showing me his dog's balls. I still don't understand that one. Oh my God! But he's a wonderful person. I don't know all the rules about going back to that lodge and then being able to associate, but it's not really a place where people just hang out unless they want to go to prison or send their friends there. Like there is a system that is vitally important, because as I believe I'm probably the last person who was reported to have been seen with my friend Jenny Crom alive, because after I saw her, she disappeared. I don't know what the fuck happened, but her car got towed and she went away with some dude who was sitting there watching us talk for like an hour and a half at this park, which is famously no longer capable of supporting totem poles. They're doing their best to redo it, but they can't put the totem poles back for a variety of reasons, up to and including nobody's gotten me to confess to raping Jenny Crum to death. And fuck, bringing her back to life and doing it again. Have you met her? That's my friend. I like her. I like her a lot. I wonder what happened to her. I also wondered why the fuck she was lying to me. And then I was further wondering, hey, why'd she go off with that guy? Yeah. Why'd her car get towed? Why is she crying? Here's the hint. She was crying because she was mad. And she was mad because she lost the bar bet, which meant that since she couldn't bust me or get an evidence on me, that means she had to go be a meth cook for some dude who's going to get her to suck dick and cook meth for a while. Like in Breaking Bad, but not Aaron Paul, who I incidentally saw the other day. Hi, Aaron. I don't know if you're trapped in a clando hell and you have to be forced to do that shit, or if that was just like a copy of you. But he walked by and like there was a little caboose train of people who looked like famous actors who were also DEA operatives, or however the fuck DEA does its things. Here's the deal: they catch you and they say, "Okay, we caught you. You're going to prison forever unless you roll over our friends." Because the DEA can't get drugs unless they bust somebody and collect the evidence and then steal it. That's DEA, the Drugged You Administration. What a bunch of fucks. Not all. There's space DEA and there's ground DEA and there's faggot DEA and there's gay DEA. It's dumb. There's a civilian intelligence agency, the coordinated intelligence agency, the central. It's dumb. Like you have an acronym, CIA. What does C stand for? Cocaine, of course, right? The Cocaine Intelligence Agency. Like when you have access to all the money in the world and you have a job that you can't lose and you have nothing better to do than get high and find more, and nobody's there to stop you, it creates a very peculiar corporate culture. One which I never joined, one which I didn't start, and one which I did not fucking burn to the goddamn ground as cinders until today. Scattered to the four fucking winds, just because my mom wanted to see it. And she's dead too. So, hi, I'm Jack Star. If I am on a mission, I'm taking a break. Not to be trifled with, fuckers. Now, taping, yapping. Oh, Rusty Lolo dog. The Rusty Lolo dog name. Hi, Ben. Hi, Ben. Okay, Ben. Honest to God, I do love you as a friend, not as a confidant. I don't want to hear your fucking stories. I'm not your father. I'm not. I've met your father. He's awesome, and God is my witness. I think you're smarter than him. Does he have a partial lobotomy too? Holy fuck. Or is he just full dog? Yeah, I don't mind the otherkin. Hey, otherkin. I'm very friendly to. I don't know what that. I really need to become more familiar with the unseelie. You know, the seelie and the unseelie. Well, whatever. Laurel K. Hamilton. She writes about this culture in a series of books, which I really enjoyed. That were introduced to me by a woman named Jacqueline. What's her name? Jacqueline something, whatever. She was in Florida and she ran game on me, and then God sent a tornado to fucking kill her. They just wiped out the whole part of the Florida coastline where she was living. And then I know this happened because like a couple weeks later she was a fucking ghost, and she fucking ran up to me it wasn't a World War Warcraft. Anyway, I knew her when she was alive, and she was all thinking she was fucking hot shit. Yeah, she was. And then she lied to clergy, and then she tried to run game on somebody that she had previously raped in another life. And God struck her ass down by sending a goddamn hurricane to the exact part of Florida where she lived, and wiped out her whole fucking neighborhood. That's not just because I'm pretty, but that didn't help anything. God, that fucking woman. She showed up as Erica. She showed up as all these people because in the future she comes back from the future to find more math. She thinks she's coming back to find me, but no. Somewhere between future and teleporting into the past, God, I hope naked, somewhere in there her brain gets scrambled, and then instead of looking for Michael Kuzie's dick, she's just looking for more meth, which coincidentally comes out of Michael Kuzie's dick. Hi. Yeah, I not because there's crystal meth in my balls. There's just crystal meth there in my balls because it's extra. My semen comes equipped with happy times. Isn't that convenient? Not many people know this. And the ones that do guard this information religiously. And why that stuff ended up in my balls is a matter of some measure of classified something. I mean, I'm not going to tell the whole story. Mr. Trump would be pissed. And the stuff that I have said, I'm guessing nobody's going to be able to figure out the secrets for what I'm saying. Not at all. And then in addition, it's also because of Jenny. Speaking of which, I'm kind of making her wait as I guess like a ghost spirit who can take over the body of my friend, which is great because she's tired of running that fucking fat thing. And then conceivably, maybe, Grapefruit and Jenny and I will go on a double date with Chris and the other Chris. Hi, Chris. Hi, Chris. Do you see the mate in 12? I'm speaking to people that I know from my past, and they're dead now because they didn't get enough meth, so they were shot by the cartel. Because the cartel can't make the new formula. Shit, the cartel can't make shit. Remember that's why they had to get that's why they had to put the kid who says bitch all the time inside the cage and give him ice cream to make meth, because they didn't know how to make it. They know how to move it. They don't know how to make it, and they're not going to get airdrop deliveries from Saturn's rings. That's where meth comes from. Well, it's one of the places they went. Once a person has it, they can do all kinds of stuff with it, up to and including turning it into gold and then back again. Imagine being a person who thinks that meth is more valuable than gold. When you have permission and you have the right facility, it gets pennies. It's literal pennies. If you don't have those things, you literally can't have it. So you got to beat the shit out of somebody who has it and then take it and then think that you're a good man. That's the fucking story of the crystal. Whew. I can tell that story because, number one, it's a metaphor. Number two, my hand to God, I'm lying. I was lying. Number three, you got to have permission. Number four, I have special communication rights which allow me to tell stories like this and not be totally fucked, right? And then number five, I think, the DEA has figured out that they're getting punked. They don't need to waterboard me. They don't need to pull out my fingernails. Fuck, they've done everything short of pulling out my fingernails. If I actually had a formula, and if I actually could give it to them, and if permission didn't matter, they'd be pulling my fingernails just for fun. I'm kind of a dick. You might have noticed. That comes from being bullied my whole goddamn life and fucking raped by cops at age 15. And typically, adult survivors of childhood sexual abuse by the man, not real fucking happy about cooperating with him. Not at all. Oh, did you want meth? Fucking you and me too, dude. Let's go down to the evidence locker. What? There's no evidence left? You took it all? Wow. You replaced it with coke? Wow. I guess that'll fool most juries. Yeah. It's not easy to make. No. It's cheap to make if you have permission, if you know how, if you have security, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's all these conditions. It's like having a saltwater fish aquarium. You don't just get a fucking glass box and throw water in it and dump in some koi. No. It's a big fucking deal. It's an ecosystem. It's not just Earl Grey tea with meth hot. It doesn't work that way. And how it works is none of your goddamn business. It's a secret, fucker. Yeah, 2 world wars. It's a big deal. And just because I happen to know all these secrets, hang on. Yeah, I didn't learn it from killing Jenny Crumb. No, I didn't learn it at all. I don't know if I created it because, I don't know, do I come back from the future and give the world meth 200 years ago? Fuck, I hope so. Shit's awesome. Real thing's not that big a deal. The surrounding environment, the supportive structures that need to be in place so that people can roll into the deep and get thin like Adele. Hi, Adele. She and I are birthday twins. I've never met her, but she and I have a lot in common. although I'm sure she's rolled a lot more than I have. Oh my God. And if you ever wonder why a person seems to have trouble controlling their weight, well, that's a doctor's secret, which I'm not going to explain. I could, and then I could go directly to prison, which probably not. I don't think that prison's for me. I don't think I need to be there. Plus, I'm not engaged in conspiracy. Fuck, I don't want to. Why would I want to make it? Why wouldn't I get it from somebody who does make it? I would just ask nicely, and they'd say, "Oh my God, Jackstar, sure, have all you want. Do you want more? I got tons of it." Yeah, because once a person breaks the rules and starts making it without permission, oh yeah, the problem is not getting more of it. The problem is getting rid of it. Very difficult in some jurisdictions. I never thought that I would be the world's foremost leading expert on this shit, but now I am, because I think President Trump fucking killed all the rest of them. Thank you, Mr. President. Oh my God. I hopefully there's more. I'm sure they're all gone underground, right? I mean, if I could kidnap Melania Trump, I wouldn't, but she can kidnap me anytime I want. Fuck, I'll get on push. I don't mind. And I would never betray my president. I would call him up on Melania's bone phone. Mr. President, I got my mouth next to your wife's ear. Hey, can we do whatever you want? Click. That's not what I'm going to do. Today, fuck. I'm going to do it tonight in my fat dreams, though. That sounds like fun. Hi. Okay, now I'm not chain smoking. I'm just simply smoking too much. Okay. Just so you're clear. And incidentally, I'm high as balls. Legally. Fuck you. That doesn't mean that the descendants of Augusto Pinochet can't come here with a helicopter and pick my ass up in a carry-all engine, take me 500 feet up and then drop me over and over and over just for fun. They could do that. They'd probably get shot out of the sky by Delta Force, but maybe not. It depends how much of a dick I am today. Just because there's laws that protect a person, that doesn't mean bad stuff can't happen. And that's not why I'm polite to everybody. I just find that to be more pleasant than being a dick. Mostly because I've been a dick to everybody before, and yeah, exactly. A variety of unpleasant circumstances happen, and I just don't want them. And I don't want to be mean to people. I have no reason to be, especially since now I know what the fuck is going on. A lot. I know a lot more than I'm talking about right now. I don't have time in the fucking day. Jesus, 33 minutes. I haven't said fucking thing one, have I? Sorry. Scusi. Me regretti. I'm not really here to give you an easy answer. I'm here to pay honor and tribute to my friend Jenny Crumb. I miss her a lot. I don't miss her as much as Grapefruit because, number one, I've seen Jenny more recently in spirit. Number two, one of them wants to put out and one of them is dead. So yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, I miss them, whatever. I think about them all the time. I didn't before. Now, apparently, the fact of my association with them is apparently a matter of some national security interest. God, I love life. More than I love cigarettes, but nothing says F you to certain people more than talking on the phone about stuff while smoking cigarettes. I don't mean to be rude to the brave men and women who do work for the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration, not the Drug U Administration. It's kind of two different things. They set it up that way on purpose in the alphabet, alphabet. They came from another planet and gave literacy to humankind. And then, holy fuck, those are Jews? Ew. And then they gave us in the alphabet. Like there's Arabic, and I don't mean to make fun of Jews. I like to. But I saw another one. I won't say her name, but she was in disguise, and she very pointedly stopped to use her phone directly in front of the window behind which I was sitting in a bar drinking cider and get ready to smoke. High as balls. And she was too, I could tell, because there was a little glint of sunlight shining through the fluid that was leaking out of her nose, which told me, oh look, that's my friend. She's high as balls, and she's looking for what? Wow, I guess she's not looking for meth. What the fuck? Oh, she's looking for the new formula. Yeah, turns out there's a new formula. No, I don't have it. No, I can't cook it. No, I'm not going to help you. Fuck no, you can follow me for 1,000 fucking years. You'll never find it. Even if I walk into the fucking building that says Institute for the Learning of Better Meth, even that first day orientation, here's how you do it. They could watch for 1,000 years. They would never be able to figure it out. You know why? You know why. It's a secret, motherfucker, and Masonic security is perfect. You don't have to fight a war. Third World War is not going to give you the formula. Nothing can stop that from coming, and nothing will get anyone the formula. Nothing will unravel that secret, except for one thing: permission. Without that, nothing. You get me? It's pretty obvious. It's not a prescription. Permission. I don't have prescription. I have permission. I have permission to do a lot of things. Permission. Get it? Boom, 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 boom. I don't know how much more I can say without making it any more obvious. Hi, stand down. You're fucked. Okay, I don't know who you are, who's thinking that you're in charge. You're not in charge anymore. And while you're running around doing shit that you shouldn't be doing, pissing me off, stealing my shit, keeping me from talking to my friends, ruining my day, preventing me from having hugs, destroying my earning potential, making my sweeties cry, etc., etc. While you're all doing that, well, you're locked into a methamphetamine crystal recycle thing, relapse thing, where you don't even know what you're doing. You turn into an autistic freak and your brain eats itself from the inside out. Because that's what happens to assholes who want to do stuff without permission. It's not that fucking hard to get permission, you just ask. And if a person can't, but they can go all the trouble of becoming a federal employee and carrying a gun and running around with a whole troop of dudes and fucking tracking down shit from orbit and running down to Bogota and questioning the girls trained to radiators again for another clue, and it's still not working, you're still not finding the answer after 15 fucking years. Here's a hint, kid. You might want to just go ask for fucking permission. They don't want meth with permission. They want unpermitted meth. They're not only addicted to meth, they're addicted to rape, and they're addicted to getting things without permission, and they're also addicted to the feeling of having taken something from someone. They don't just want to have it. They want everyone else to not have it, and then they want to have it. They want to have the double bonus. That's what they're addicted to, which is a pretty bad fucking scene for a fucking fallen archangel. I mean, do they have? They don't have rehab for that, and then I don't know how many assassination strike teams they have for that. But here's a hint: they shot the fuck out of Kennedy, and well, he wasn't even on it. He was on the bad one. There's several hundred different formulations. Good luck guessing the right one, chemistry boy. I never thought I needed to know all this. I don't need to know it. I do know it. I didn't have to go to college either. I didn't have to kidnap a busload of nuns to find it out and question them one by one. I didn't have to do any of those things. And I didn't have to pay attention, but I did. And so years later, I mean, yeah, it's nice, but do I have to do it all the time? No. But I get to. It's not bad. I don't get to sell it all the time, but I don't give a shit. What do I need money for? I'm a fucking god that can teleport. Allegedly. Not to Guam. It's because I don't know which side to show up on. You don't want to teleport to the wrong side of Guam. Ooh, it's worse than the wrong side of the tracks. Subaru, stop smoking. Do you believe Jesus? I'm sorry. Okay, bot Bill. Listen, bot Bill. I know you're a goddamn bot. The reason why I know you're a bot is because you send multiple messages and they're short, and you're speaking another fucking language that some robot is translating, and then it's running through 7 proxies, and then it sends me messages. And the reason why there's no punctuation is because bots aren't that smart, especially when they're fucking doing nothing but following the orders of some spurred off North Korean asshole who's trying to use digital tools to spy on people in America so they can find math. Like, the stuff fucks up the brain when you do it wrong. It's kind of how it's designed. You're not supposed to do it wrong. Not really supposed to do it at all. However, I don't know why a person wouldn't do it right if they knew what was going on, like other than a series of cascading consequences that aren't pleasant. No, not on this planet. Shit, no. It's not like you just like find the key to the princess's castle, and then you get to the right castle, and you get the princess, and you come home, and then you're happily ever after with your little cauldron of meth and your girl you can fuck forever. That's not how it works. Somewhere between day 11 and day 15 of your internal honeymoon, the guys from American Werewolf in London burst into the house and they fucking murder everybody, and they pull your fingernails out and they find every drop of meth they can, and then they move on to the next planet. Because space reavers who are addicted to meth, Joss Whedon did a whole show about that. Hands of Blue, 2x2. Yeah. Firefly. Great fucking show. No wonder it was canceled. Rupert Murdoch probably thought, oh, what the fuck is this guy's telling all the secrets? Blah, 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 blah. Rupert Murdoch being a famous citizen of the Antipodes, where all the criminals were sent. Thank you, Papa. Thank you. Pope Leo is very happy because I'm talking about a bunch of stuff that he understands. Not many other people do. But they do understand about meth. Everyone has been exposed to it at some point. It's in the atmosphere. You breathe it in. You're also breathing in particles of Fukushima. Big deal. They're tiny little itty bitty particles. It doesn't matter. It's when they're concentrated and through some exotic route of administration, they're allowed to get into the brain through the blood-brain barrier in a way that is not well understood by most people, especially after they've experienced it, as a feeling of, whoa, I'm going to do that again. Yeah, it's not necessarily addictive. It's just, fuck, is breathing addictive? Kind of. Not really. Addictive means that you start breathing and then you can't survive without it, and you have to breathe more and more and more. That's not really addiction. And certainly people are born with an oxygen dependency, but that's not addiction. That's kind of, these terms are very important, and I learned them when I went to outpatient drug rehab in the 90s, early, before I was 21, on purpose, so that I could learn various ways and means in a way that was not at all obvious. And that knowledge has allowed me to do things like sit here and openly giggle at, all the feds left. Yeah, the feds are like 500 yards out there. They're watching and listening because they figured out they're cooked. They're done. There's no point in watching me for that reason. I'm never, even if they fucking followed me to the goddamn Mickey Mouse Club and we started shooting up, what's her name? Jules Verne? No. Annette Funicello. She was all that, right? Anyway, the whole system is created by a series of checks and balances, much like the United States Constitution, that, unlike the United States Constitution, is not only perfect, which the United States Constitution is, it's a perfect document, but it's already ahead of the game. Nobody on earth is ever gonna fucking figure it out. Ever. Partially because of me, little Michael Guzzi. I don't like bullies. Fuck you, bullies. Those bullies who like to beat up people and take their meth and then run home and copy their fucking U's and fucking do all the shit that happens. I don't like that kind of thing. When I discovered that people have U's, everyone has U's. Even U's have U's. Think about that. You're giving me cancer. Are you schizophrenic or just a... Oh, that's sweet. YBNBT. Are you schizophrenic or just a cute patootie? Fuck, I wish I had weed now. Thank you. No, I am not schizophrenic. I am not. If I am, I'll let you know. I have no reason to hide that. Additionally, it has been suggested that I am, but no. No, I'm just, number one, polite. Number two, very clever. Number three, a good guesser. Number four, I'm hearing things. I'm not hearing things. But for various reasons, obviously, that I won't go into, I've been exposed to this world for a great deal of my life. I didn't know why. I still don't know why. Other than I'm fucking good at it and I'm pretty. So hopefully I won't get shot tonight. I don't think I will. Fuck, if I get kidnapped by cartel dudes and they're like, give us the secrets, fuck, I'll tell them everything I fucking know. Why not? What do I gotta hide? I don't have turf. I don't have all that shit. And if they can fucking get past all, like if I start talking about the president too much more, Secret Service comes driving by me, right? Yeah. That's the training. Yeah, they're really good. They're really good. And the way it works is a lot like in the Matrix, but not. Since Agent Smith in reality is much hotter. Hugo Weaving is cool. Was cool too. Don't get me wrong. For an Australian, I got a thing for Crocs. Yeah, I know these people. I've lived with them. I've lived long enough, and then I met them when they came to Earth and pretended to be humans. And then when they came back and they were dead, I recognized them then too, because they were my friends. I didn't kill them. So no. That's good. And I also didn't kill Jenny Crumb. I don't know where she is, but I'm suspecting she's not even dead. That's not how it works. Stuck. See, stuck. Stuck. Yeah, when people come down to Earth looking for their friends and they get stuck here in the gravity well and they discover that their brains are torn apart by, I want to say, Amazonian warrior, Wendigo hybrid, badass motherfuckers from Brazil who don't like it when their chess partners disappear. Like when that happens beyond the heliopause, people like form up and go, well shit, how do we get the fucking meth out of the briar patch? And the answer is you fucking don't. You don't. It's complicated, and the security system is galactic in scope and perfect in its ability to keep assholes from getting the good shit. Which, by the way, it's pretty good. Yeah. I'm not going to say you should make a life journey out of getting the good shit, because it doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long to pass the test and such. But here's a hint: when you fuck up, you're done. Go back to start. Don't go to go. You're going to start. Like single cell amoeba. You want to break the rules for the divine holy crystal. You want to break those rules and think you're going to get away with it. You're not. And when they catch you, you're going to get fucked. And one of those ways you're going to fuck you is going to cut you off from the real thing forever, eternally, which is a lot goddamn longer than you think. And as a person who was wandering around for like 20 years going, what the fuck are these people fucking whining about? What? Why can't I go to the party? Okay, because there was real meth there and I wasn't cleared. That's cool. What was also cool is that nobody told me that was the deal. Now that I know the deal, well, I can see how mistakes were made, right? Because for one thing, if they make a mistake, they get cut off forever. So fuck you, Michael Kuzi. Fuck you, Michael Kuzi. Yeah, no. They don't take chances. When one mistake leads to the annihilation of your entire family, painfully, you don't make mistakes on purpose. And then when you do make mistakes, you fucking fix them, especially if that's your job. Hi, DEA. Do your jobs. CSA, 1974, rewrite it. Go to Congress, beg for forgiveness from the ombudsman, spill your fucking guts on camera like you're Ollie North on sodium pentothal, and fucking thank your goddamn lucky stars that Michael Jackson loves you. Because he does. He's my friend. We haven't cuddled or anything. Oh, interesting. C-Stuck says, Stuck is a German name meaning lumberjack woodsman. Interesting. I love Germany. And while they probably did not invent it, probably, I don't know, certainly they did perfect it. And then, whoosh, World War II. It's like World War I. Okay, let's saddle the Germans with a debt, and then let's wait until they use meth to clear it, and then let's attack them again, and then we'll use this, and then we'll wait until we can get the Then we'll wait at the formula again, and then we'll get the formula, and then we'll run back to New Schwabenland, and then we'll give the atom bomb to the Americans, and then we'll leave for 50 years, and then come back and see what happens. These fucking time travelers, they go in and out of dimensions of reality in ways that are not well understood. Even by them, since they're basically at this point devolved morons who just push the button that says back for more meth or forward so you can smoke it or whatever. This is dumb. It's dumb. It's really dumb. Incidentally, smoking is a huge waste of time. I never did until I was told to by a military officer who said, I don't think it's fair that you can't when I'm doing it, which was code for, yeah, she was doing that, and she was getting juiced up, and she was getting used as a whore, and she was fucked. And she couldn't really blame me because everything I told her was going to happen happened, and she thought I was, just some idiot. No, sweetie, I'm your idiot. I love you. And thankfully, this was years ago. Thankfully. And it's mostly over now, I think. Completely agree. Oh, is that you? Is that really you? Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow, that's weird. There's like this weird thing in my head when I look at that name. Wow. Tell the defense secretary that I do like him. I think he's cool. He's not the Secretary of War, but that is cool. All right, where was I? Oh yeah, Jenny Crum. So I was the last person reported to have been seen with her. I think we were on like a date or something. Not really a date. We weren't dating. She was being sent to bust me for something I didn't do. And she was also told that if she could trick me into becoming a dope whore or whatever, then she could get out of whatever fucking bond she was in. And then eventually that came to me and her having a long discussion that to my mind was never actually clear about what the fuck we were talking about, because then I didn't know she was ended up to her eyeballs. She didn't break the rules. But apparently she wagered something, or the guy who owned her wagered her, and the result of losing the wager was that she had to go away, and I had to be left alone, wondering, where the fuck did my friend go? I liked her. I still like her. I wondered what happened. I thought it was just because I was too fat. No. I think she likes it, actually. But, well, if I get to talk to her again, I'll ask her. But this park was where we were having that conversation. I'm sure many people overheard it, since it was a DA op trying to fucking ensorcero Michael Kuzi into saying the wrong fucking thing and getting signed up for 1,000 years of servitude to Xenu at the volcano or where the fuck. Clear! Yeah, she lost the bet and she went away, and a whole bunch of people saw it, and I just didn't understand. And after that event, I went somewhere else, and I hung out with an entirely different group of people. All of whom knew it had happened, none of whom thought very highly of me, since they liked her better than me, and they couldn't really blame me since I followed the rules. I didn't break the law. Is that hard? Well, for people who have no other recourse to get more other than to break the law, Earth law anyway, yeah, they don't have any problems following divine law at that point. And human law, fuck that, they don't care. Most people don't care about human law. I do. Divine law is perfect. Divine court is perfect. It happens outside of time. They deal with it, they institute a judgment, and it goes and it's retroactively applied throughout all of creation. That can happen when you're outside in the world of the absolute. In the world of the relative, it doesn't happen that way at all. It doesn't appear to happen that way. It doesn't happen that way. It happens back and forth, and then the person has to move into the future, in which place there's a it's like a merging of timelines. Similar to, it has something to do with what they call the Lamont effect. No, not that. Mandela. Yeah, that thing. When two different timelines separate and merge back and forth, that can create interesting effects in the perceptions of the people who live in the relative universe, as well as probably a real fucking fire show for people who are outside the heliopause, which most people are not. Most people do not have a time ship where they hang around orbiting the heliopause for as long as it fucking takes to find meth. But since there's no other way to get it for those poor bastards, a variety of awkward coping mechanisms involving faster than light travel and replicators can come into play. I swear to God, every word of this is true. I don't know how to describe it very well. That's the Space Needle. See that? Space Needle. Space Needle. Needle. It's so obvious when you look at it, and are willing to accept the fact that the vast majority of human history for the last 200 years has been fully absorbed and involved in two things. Number one, the U.S. Constitution. Number two, math. Isn't that dumb? I think it's pretty dumb. On the other hand, the real thing used with permission the right way is actually worth it. Which makes it pretty hard to just say don't do it, because fuck, why not? Why not do it? Don't do it wrong. There's a lot more to it than permission, but that one's pretty much, yeah, you're gonna want that one. I guess you don't have to have permission, but I personally don't like scurrying in the darkness like an animal, fearing predators and losing everything I have if I get caught once. That doesn't enhance the experience of getting away with it for me. No, I like following the law. Mostly because I can sit down and smoke a cigarette and not worry about who's listening to me. Other than everybody. This is a public place. This park is famous because it's supposed to have totem poles because of a treaty. They took the totem poles away. Where are they? Well, they're not back, and here's a hint. They can't put them back because they don't know how to read the language that the instructions that are stored with the... Yeah, they can't do it until someone comes by and says, oh, you got to put this one here and put this one here. And everyone who knows doesn't want to tell the fag lord bastards who took this park apart. Probably because they have some kind of connections to Jenny Crum, who is a beloved figure. I can see why. She's my friend. I didn't know how many friends she had. Quite a few. And they probably wondered what the fuck happened to her. And then when they found out, they were like, fuck. He really is the Kwisatz Haderach. How do we bust him? Let's make being the Kwisatz Haderach illegal. No, fucking no. Let's just make 4 fucking Dune movies and see if he walks into a theater. It's like Zeitgeist, whatever. So anyway, my friend Jenny, I don't know if I'll ever see her again. I'm not gonna tell you how to spell her name. I don't have to. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she wants my dick. Maybe not. She only had it once. Really? No, I think he did it twice. Anyway, I love her greatly. And if she's stuck at a spurred off hell dimension where she's looking for a man to hang out with. Hi Jenny. Yeah, I still like you. And no, I didn't kill her. Fuck no. And now you know. She can fuck me to death if she wants. Shinji Ikari, am I here? Okay, so that's it. That's Tony or Joe. I'm not sure which. I haven't seen you. Oh, that was him. That was the guy. That wasn't Tuco Salamanca, but that was fucking funny. Oh, here's a helicopter. Oh wait, helicopter. That's Gary Busey ready to shoot me. Remember Lethal Weapon? Yeah. Okay, so long story short. Now you know the rest of the story. I'm going to go from here somewhere to go somewhere less dense population. I can't go to my friend's house because my friend's father has been on record as putting me on a no trespass list, because mostly because if I'm not on a list, I'll go to his house and I'll fuck his daughter. I don't need meth. And she'll like it and he'll have to watch, and he won't like that. No, he won't like that at all, because I won't give her money, I won't give her meth. She'll have to pretend to hate it. She doesn't, and then I'll just leave, and they'll be stuck there with a daughter thinking about me with my cum dripping out of her coos, and he won't be getting his fucking promotion. So I can see that's a fucking form of a living hell, all right. Maybe that's why you shouldn't traffic children. Just a hunch. Don't traffic children. I don't care if you think trafficking children is a good way to get meth or a good way to get rid of it. It's not. I don't care. You don't traffic children. You don't rape children. You don't violate children's rights. You don't violate people's consent. Or you do, and then you get fucked. And by that I mean you don't get meth anymore, and you have to go to galactic prison, which I imagine is a lot like the Dementors in Azkaban. Azkaban. The whole book is about it, right? Courtney, because you didn't do the right thing, you have to wait until I fucking feel like calling you and saying, hey, come on over. I don't know if I'm going to feel that way, but I guarantee you, if I get on the phone with Courtney and Morocco and I say that, and I mean it, she'll be off like a shot. Because she actually likes me, and we never have. Somebody else sure fucking did, though. What a dick. That's too bad. I am sad about that. And to the man who boasted to me about things, dude, that's not cool. Well, maybe it was. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'll see you. What else? What else did I say? Anybody have any questions? Anything? Or did I just blow you away? Imagine if I did it with my dick. Click. 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 Oh, my dick wants to click too. Okay, fine. Click.